Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Modena better save. And if you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot because when I get to use players like Roberto or Guiseppe, I am very happy indeed. He is honestly become my favorite player I've ever used, and admittedly, he's my best player I've used in FM 22 so far, but he's just been really good. So good to use, and when I'm able to say I've got a player this good doing things for me, then you know it's a good sign. It's just a shame his penalty taking is not so great. With 13 penalties, you'd think he'll score more than 2 out of 5, but no, he's not exactly having a good time there. It's just a shame. That's the only disappointing thing about his game right now, but there you go. He's been prolific in front of goal, and I can't complain. But yes, we've had a few games since we last met. Let's go with those games before we take on Pescara in the first of 2 legs in a cup final. Since we last met, we have taken on 4 games, and Pistiose was the first of those games. Giovanni plays across in the middle, Keeper makes a mistake, and Chamalada has an open goal to aim at. He then takes the corner, which sees us get the second goal over in CE, score from a header, back post. He's 6'2", he's got 18 strength, 14 jumping reach, he's not missing that. So, a 2-0 win to start things off, after our 2-0 win last time as well. The next match we had was away from Hergus Terama, and it took us 47 minutes to take the lead, and Giovanni finds Ogunsi, who, well, can turn and shoot. I love that animation now, it's kind of nice. We make it 2-0, not too long afterwards actually. When Deli finds Gurley, he finds Amelino, who scores from just outside the area, or just inside the area. It was a good goal. We then have a penalty. Ogunsi actually scores his second penalty this year. It's a shame he's missed 3 already this year. But they do get a goal back, unfortunately, in the 90th minute of the game to take away our clean sheet. Russo, if he misses that, is kind of embarrassed, but he didn't. So we win 3-1. A good win, really, all things considered. It's just a shame that we couldn't keep a clean sheet and have 5 games in a row when we've got clean sheets. The next match we had was kind of important, and we didn't lose, which is almost the most important thing about this match, since AC Virginia were the team that were trying to chase us down. But I will say this here and now, I think we should have won this game, but we didn't. And twice this year we've taken on AC Virginia, and twice we've drawn against them. Though if head-to-head is anything to go by, we'd probably win on the away goals. Not that exists anymore, so that's something I need to check for the cup final. But either way, a 0-0 draw against a team that is in 3rd place in the league, I can't be too upset. The last game we had was away from Hergus Pondicherry, and we turned up and decided to say, you know what, we hate you for beating us in the cup earlier this season. We're going to destroy you. Chamalada with the first goal inside 9 minutes. Then 2 minutes later, Owusu finds Ogunsi. Headers are actually interesting this year. And then it's 3-0 after, well, Silvestri gets to that inside 58 minutes. We then get a penalty. Morata scores it, 4-0. And then we get one more goal. Our first 5-0 win of the year. Giovannini, being very useful, plays it across to Mosti, who does that. So Mosti gets his first goal, and it was really good. He's signing for us 170 grand. I don't use him that much, so the fact he's actually able to contribute despite that is interesting. But yes, biggest win of the year. First time we actually even scored 5 goals, let alone win by 5 goals, so it was kind of nice to be able to change the pace there. So as things stand, we are currently top of the table with 8 games to go. We have to try and deny Pescara and AC Virginia the league title, and we have a cup final against Pescara today, 1 of 2 legs. Now, I'm going to be honest to say this, we kind of need to make sure we win every game the rest of the year, and if we do, we'll break a record in the league. Because the most points ever gained by a team in this division is actually only 80 points, which is surprisingly low, even if we got the record for the least amount of points, least amount of wins, least amount of defeats, and least amount of draws, with 0 because we folded in that year. Yeah, that was not a good time for us. So yeah, the team folded in that season. The fact they had no points and they still finished in 19th place is a little concerning, but there you go. We don't have the biggest win, 5-0, we matched it instead. We don't have the biggest attendance where we were part of it, and we do have the most wins in a row, 7. So we are definitely a team that is good, and we've also got 14 games without losing, so we're breaking records left, right, and centre. We just need to now continue at that record and try and do more. 78 goals is also the most ever goals scored in this division. I like to think that we could break it, though it's going to be a bit difficult now. However, with the best attack and the most points in the league, I think anything is kind of possible now. Still, we have this game in the Coppa Italia Liga Pro final today, and I'm going to check the rules before we go into it, because it seems like we don't have to worry about away goals. Thank God that actually got destroyed. But we're in this, we've got to do something, and I like to think that, yeah, we are having a good chance of winning here, and we want revenge on Pascal, quite frankly, after they beat us 3-0 on their ground last time. So if we can win, I'll be very happy indeed. So the matter of the fact is we need to win, we need to make sure we do ourselves justice, and we continue to be strong in these games. So the question is this: can we do it? I like to think we can, but you never know with these sort of games, anything can go against you. And we've got options on the bench as well if we needed it, so it's not like we're a terrible squad and we don't have any options. When Zetti's the only player who's going to be missing out because he actually gashed his lower leg in the 5-0 win against Pontedera, so Ponzi starts. And honestly, Ponzi's not a bad player. And quite frankly, he might actually be as good as Renzetti at this point if I gave him first team football. So yeah, they're a different type of player, but Ponzi's really good. Renzetti's also really good. Renzetti's also got 8 assists this year in 37 matches, so he's a good talent. Ponzi's got 2, and looking at Ponzi's come on from the bench, I'm giving him game time, I'm just not giving him enough game time. So that's what we're going to do today. For the most part, it's the starting lineup that you'd expect at this point. Gagno, Ciofani, Silvestri, Owusu, Ponzi, Gurley, Amelino, Deli, Giovannini, Tremlada, and Ogancie. So it's a strong lineup. We're going to hope to win and get a good position for the second leg. So let's see how we do, shall we? This has been the most drab first half I've ever seen. Not a single highlight was seen. If this continues, we'll have to play another game because wow, yeah, very drab first half. We've got a highlight. It's taken until the 54th minute again to get it, but we've got a highlight. Here's Ponzi. Owusu. Ponzi plays the ball forward. Okay, that's a little concerning. The difference is they are pressing a lot. They are pressing as much as we are, and they are trying to be a bit more high pace as well. But we are trying to be patient. And Sapella, oh god, I don't want to lose to Pescara after they did last time. But we get the ball away again. We need to do more than this. Come on, Sonogo, sorry. Elaine's Arena. Elaine's Ciofani gets there, but we don't get it back, and we really need to stop those clearances. And Bullset with a chance. It's been denied by Gagno, and that's the first highlight, and it's not gone our way. So we're going to watch the highlight, and Galano's taking the free kick. It's been... oh, he's hit the bar, and then he's got to it. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, that's not ideal at all, is it? So the question now is, can we deal with this? It's not being cut out. Diursi, who I'm scared of. Enzita, okay, good defending, but it's again not being dealt with. We need to get rid of this. So I'm going to be honest, I think we've just survived in this game. So a 0-0 draw, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm actually happy we got a 0-0 draw here because this felt like a game that we were about to lose. So we survived, and we weren't our best, but we got the result. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Now we can go to the second leg and take this. If we'd won, it would have been even better, but again, we've actually got a point here. So that's a good sign. So 0-0 draw, and we got away with one. We really did. They were the better team. Even if we had possession, they were the better team, and they really should have scored. But either way, I think despite the fact we had a 0-0 draw, and despite the fact we just had that one game, I'm going to end this here. Because I feel like that's a game the second leg is something we need to come back for. And it should also be when the youth intake arrives. Also, if we're about to win the league, I'll come back for that as well, because I want to share that experience with you guys. And I want to share the animations if we see any new animations. So let me know in the comments below. Do you think we can win the final after being outplayed in the first leg and then having the second leg at our own ground instead of their ground? Or did we miss a good opportunity to try and take advantage of the situation and we're now going to lose the second leg? Let me know that in the comments below. And do you think we should win the title at this point now that we're 3 points clear with 8 games to go? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. But until next time, goodbye and well, good night.